And it's another Friendsgiving going down here on the Inner Circle podcast. Our fourth, fifth, fourth,
Yeah.
Ow.
and the tradition continues. The eve before Thanksgiving, we come on, have a cocky, love our cocks,
Mhm.
Alki.
and shoot the shit, talk some shit, talk pop culture, but most of all, just us talk about our Thanksgiving traditions, favorite moments. Although we've done it before, but just delve maybe deeper into things maybe we didn't before. So, welcome to our Friendsgiving. And what makes it more exciting is one thing I wanted to say is there was going to be a surprise that me and Melanie was hoping it would happen, but with so much
Mhm.
going on, we couldn't do it. But we were finally gonna have our first time ever episode together. We were gonna shoot the episode together live tonight, because we are going to spend Thanksgiving together, and I think that's what makes this episode exciting. That tomorrow I'm
Mhm.
hosting after taking a break last year,
Yeah.
um, and not only that, but like two of my brothers are coming. So I'm excited about that. My grandmother, you. I'm
Is this
cooking.
our first time hosting in New York? I know
My,
you hosted in Rhode Island, but
I've
is it?
hosted in Rhode Island, but no, and I've hosted in New York. But
Oh
my
yeah.
brothers have never come like when I've hosted. So I'm
I
excited to
feel
have.
like you've hosted it, but not on actual Thanksgiving Day. Well, that I know of. Like I've gone to your house for Thanksgiving, but like for Friendsgiving, and it was like a day or two before actual Thanksgiving, I think.
Yeah, and I've hosted it before for my grandmother as well. But with my brothers coming and stuff, and then you're coming, that element, it's I'm excited. I'm excited, and I love this season, and I got into it this weekend, although I've been busy. But how are you? How are you, Melanie? How you? What are you looking forward to? What has been your past weekend into the week? Because it's been busy.
I'm good. I honestly, I just want Thanksgiving to be over. I just want to eat, relax, chill like Garfield, and just be done. I feel like there's so much anxiety, so much like preparation, thoughts, feelings, like so much that goes into Thanksgiving that I want it to be over. And I think right now, work wise, it's a standstill because everyone is gearing up for the holidays, and I can't wait to like be on vacation. But I'm excited for tomorrow. I don't want to complain because I am literally not going to be cooking and doing the most. I will be helping. And as the helper and the entertainer, it's a lot of pressure. But ultimately, I'm excited. And the reason why, I guess we could say it, the reason why we didn't end up doing the show together is because I had things that I had to do today in preparation for tomorrow. And yeah. And so did you, technically.
Yeah, yeah. I had a lot, but how about you, Shawn? Like, how has it been? Are you looking forward to Thanksgiving? How going into this year?
Are you cooking or baking?
Um,
You're a baker, Mister Little Baker.
I'm not baking. I am
Can't
cook.
really
I'm
ask.
making gumbo for
Your gumbo is
Thanksgiving.
good.
Yeah, and the family's having a get together at an Airbnb, so
Oh, that's
we're
nice.
all gonna go there.
That's different.
Yeah.
Love it, love it. You being social and going out there.
Hmm.
Where y'all going? Newport?
Huh?
Kingston?
Oh no, no, no! I ain't going to Newport. If the drive is too far, I ain't going. I told them that.
um. So, are you Wait, are you baking anything?
No, I'm not baking. I'm just making the gumbo.
So,
Um,
Kendrick Lamar. Let's get into some stuff because Kendrick Lamar and I am surprised. I'm very surprised
mhm.
that I'm really into this album. Like since the album dropped, which was a surprise drop on Friday night, what was that? It
Mhm.
was Saturday.
Friday.
So yeah, it was a surprise drop. Um, I love it that now these artists just be surprised dropping like albums. Like it's become a thing since Beyonce's did it. Um,
Well, I beg to differ. You two did it first. when they downloaded their freaking album onto everyone's Apple Music. So it was U2 that started that trend.
Well, that wasn't really everybody. That was people who were Apple crazy
Yeah,
fans.
not me. I'm a
Not
Spotify
me.
girly.
I didn't have that. I have it.
Now, but he dropped his album, and it's been my gym. Like at the gym, it's been like the album I'm putting on and working out to. And there's
Really?
a few songs that I really like it. Like the opening, first of all, I'll be honest. When I first like, let me take a listen because I've never been. There's one or two songs that he's had that were mainstream that I've liked.
Mm,
Like "Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe" or "Loyalty" with Rihanna, obviously. Um, uh, and "Humble." That was a gym song at a point too. "Bitch Be Humble." I loved working out to that song at one point, but never into it like that. But I'm like, let me give this album a chance. If we're gonna come on here, or if I'm gonna come on here and talk about it or whatever.
Mhm.
Um, and listen to it in its entirety. First of all, the opening, I was walking towards the gym and I'm like, did I choose the right album? Is this like like I thought maybe by mistake it went to another like a Stali. I'm like, what the hell did I put on? But I'm like, and I look, I swear to God,
ranchero.
I had to look and I'm like, oh shit. So you know what I'm talking about. The opening was
Yes.
very Spanish, very, yeah, very Cali. But I could tell that I'm not surprised he did that because he's from Cali. And I'm sure there's a strong Spanish, especially Mexican and that vibe, over there. But anyways, the whole album is dope. Squabble Up is a jam. Squabble Up
Of
samples
course.
Debs when I hear music. Which I remember that song from my parents playing it. I love that old school like dance music from back in the day in the
Like
80s.
freestyle.
Mhm.
Yeah, like so it samples that. And we heard a sample of it on the Not Like when he released Not Like Us video, but that one, TV Off.
Mm.
Mustard. I'm like, that is such a good workout song.
Like
Like,
that gave like it was giving like Dragon Ball Z vibes with the fucking screaming.
and then
My favorite song is Luther with SZA.
oh, I like that one, but then you know which one I like that I text you about, and I was like, yo,
Heart
this
Part
just
6
takes me to the '90s to a time. Yeah,
mm.
that one.
Because it samples.
SWV, you said, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That song is funny that he named it Heart Part 6. He originally had a bunch of Heart Part whatever.
yeah.
Um Drake has a song called The Heart Part 6. So it's funny that people thought he was like, oh, throwing shade at Drake
Mm-hmm.
or mocking him, but that's not the case. He just kept going with his list of
It just
songs.
should have been part 6.
Yeah. But the mariachi singer, she was like on a show, I think like she was a contestant in a competition show, I believe. And I know she's from Arizona. But yeah, she's like a big deal in the West Coast. I think her name is Deira Barrera. She's 49.
What's your favorite song on the album? Like, what song stood out to you?
To me, I love Luther. TV Off is a good song. I also liked, obviously I was listening to Heart Part 6. Um I think all his songs are good in the album, but I also liked Gloria, the last song with SZA.
Uh,
I I think it's so funny that he has SZA on his album considering her ties with Drake.
with
But
Drake, I thought the same thing.
yeah, she don't care. She wants a bag and that's what she's going to get. But
Um,
the the album itself, it's very Kendrick, but also I love that it ties with like the mariachi singer, and
I
it's
like
very
Gloria.
LA.
I like the song Gloria. Is he talking about his relationship with his girl?
Her name's not Gloria. Probably. Her name's not Gloria.
Did you check it? Did you listen to it, Shawn?
No, no. No. I'm not. No, I'm not a big. I like R&B music, but I like India artists R&B. Like I don't like big artists besides like my girls, you know. But and the whole Kendrick and Drake beef like put me off on everything because I'm like it's so stupid. Um,
Well,
I
Speaking of moving, speaking of, and rolling into another hot topic that's been like on blogs and a lot of people are talking about it. Drake sues not
UMG.
Lamar directly, but yes, UMG. What is it? UMGK.
No,
UMG.
no.
UMG is a group.
Yeah.
Universal
Universal
Music
Music
Group.
Group. Yeah.
Yeah, he
UMG.
sued them because his claims of actually I have my
Well, he hasn't actually sued them. He's filing petitions. Like he's trying to
I
get.
think isn't
He's
it like
getting
a
all.
defamation report
Yeah,
or
he's like getting like
defamation
all
case?
the information first before he might sue.
Well, he's saying UMG conspired with and paid currently unknown parties to use bots to artificially inflate the spread of Not Like Us and deceive consumers into believing the song was more popular than it was in reality. Also, the suggestion that UMG would do anything to undermine any of its artists is offensive and untrue. Well, this is a statement from UMG. The suggestion that UMG would do anything to undermine any of the artists of its own artists is offensive and untrue. We employ the highest ethical practices in our marketing and promotional campaigns. No amount of contrived and observed legal arguments in this pre-action submission, you're right,
Yeah,
Shawn,
yeah.
I
can,
think
can mask the fact that fans choose the music they want to hear. Listen,
I think he's mad too because obviously the song entails or that allegedly he's a pedophile.
Yeah, that's the whole. I feel like that's the whole problem.
I
That's
think
why I never liked the song to begin with because I'm like, you're saying all this horrible. I'm like, I feel like it's like a thing, especially in American culture. I don't know this new American culture where we want to uh destroy our celebrities, people who make it, like like how they're talking about Ariana Grande and how she lost too much weight and her and
He
everything. I'm
did.
like, they're just trying to pick at. I feel like we have we always pick at our celebrities. Like I
Let's
don't
not
know.
forget
I
the
was like,
fact that
oh.
Ariana Grande made fun of obesity and made fun of people like Americans being overweight and like spitting on donuts in a donut shop. So it's on trend. It's like it's on brand with her to be a little bit on the skinnier side.
but I get what you mean with that, but still, this it doesn't take away this whole suing thing. It was a battle. It all began as a hip hop battle. Which, if we go back, you didn't see the hip hop artists that back then that had those battles going to court suing each other. Like
Yeah, but
Yeah, they just threw
also
heckling each other.
I love the rap.
you
I'll
never
be
done that.
honest. I love the rap battles back in the day. And back in the day, they
Come
wouldn't
on, Wendy.
they wouldn't talk about somebody being a child molester. I'm sorry. They'll talk about they fucked their girlfriend, they fucked their wives, stuff
But
like
if
that.
maybe
But they
they
wouldn't
weren't
they
privy to
wouldn't they wouldn't
maybe
do
they
that.
weren't. Maybe because maybe it wasn't fact, or maybe they wasn't privy to that. But things change, and if he's gonna throw shots, he's gonna throw shots at maybe things he's heard, or maybe things he knows, or that's out there already. So
Well,
I don't.
also, don't forget that the stream of income now for artists is completely different from when it was in the 90s. Back in the 90s, you could say whatever you want in a diss track and you would get your listening by people buying your albums. Now it's streams. So if they're going to try to find a source of income, they're going to sue each other and settle it out of court, or someone's going to win and someone's going to lose. So I see that as a stream of income. But I'd rather do that than be shooting at each other. Hello, Biggie, Tupac.
So you think
I felt like the lyrics went beyond just a rap battle because it did affect his life. Because I
Whose
can see
life?
Drake's
Drake?
because
No, it didn't.
I can see him not get I he hasn't been invited to a lot of places because he got that stigma of, oh, he could be a child molester,
No,
he
nobody's
could
getting
be
invited
after
to
that.
any place
He,
because
he,
Diddy's
he,
not having his parties. Mark Rubin is, trying to reinvent the white party, but he's like very picky of who he invites. I don't think that's the reason because Drake is still doing him and he's always going to be doing him. And at the end of the day, I think it's a cop out that you waited this long to file a defamation case or to go after a label about how you feel. Like he should have done that a long time ago. They're
well,
not
that
like they
takes
out
that
so long
takes
ago.
no, that does the way the courts work and the way you you prepare for stuff, it does take a while.
Listen,
True.
period. I think it's pussy. I think it's pussy that you go
Very
in
Canadian.
right, legal route. I just think is so lame. I don't dislike Drake. Like I've listened to some of his albums and was excited. Like I've hit you up before. Like, oh, I like this Drake song, whatever. Like
I've always liked Drake too,
I like
but
Drake
in
stuff.
this case, he's wrong. Also, let's not negate the fact that he said allegedly those are not Kendrick's kids. He's calling his kids bastards, basically. So tit for
Yeah,
tat.
yeah,
Yeah, but that would be an old school rap too. I'm sorry, that would be an
This
old
ain't no
school
8
rap.
Mile
But
cipher. Nobody's doing
like I
that shit
said,
anymore.
nobody really talked about. I never heard a rap battle where they talked about somebody being a child molester.
I've heard worse. People calling each other gay.
Yeah, but never a child molester. That's not worse. How is that worse?
back in the
I
day.
feel like somebody has been called it. Hello, R. Kelly.
That was recently. I mean, that wasn't back in
That's
the
been
day.
ages. R. Kelly has been
Mhm.
sued many times, like in the 90s.
You,
Like,
we're talking about rappers. He wasn't in a rap battle
so
about
he's an
him
R&B.
being.
He's in that realm.
No, it's not the same. It's not nobody made a diss track against him, and he made a diss track against them. It wasn't no rap battle. It's people
I don't
just
know.
saying it.
Well,
I don't
because
know.
R. Kelly, Jay-Z, and Damon Dash are not even cool anymore.
Plus, I plus also what I didn't like about the diss track is that I hate when people
Diminish.
diminish how black somebody is. I don't like that.
I don't like when people are black passing.
I get told. I get. I used to get when I was in high school and younger. I used to get talked about. Oh, you're not black enough because you don't speak slang, or because you speak too proper. And I used to hate it. I used to feel like and it used to make me feel like, oh, I wasn't black enough for people.
Well, if you go back to the records that Drake has done, not only has Drake repped being British, but also Jamaican. Then he had a stint where he thought he was Dominican. Then he had a stint where he thought he was Puerto Rican with the Bad Bunny collabs. So he likes to do a lot of cultural passing. And it's cute. It looks nice on a light skinned man, but let a black person, a really dark skinned person do it, and it's a problem. They're appropriating.
Listen,
I'm all for a debate, honey.
I think is again. It goes back to when I read this. I think it was whack. I think it does really. He is playing up to all the like the jokes out there of him being so soft. He's really
Yes,
playing up to it. I think it's very male of him to do this. I think it's very vanilla of him to do this. Yeah, I really do.
No, I think it's giving
like Drake. but
last
this
name
is-
Mordecai.
This is
It's
whack.
giving like I'm calling my Jewish lawyer. That's
Yeah,
what
like,
it's
it's
giving.
like really, but to each his own. We'll see how this plays out. Nonetheless, Kendrick Lamar's album is fire. I like it, and I'm not even a hip hop head like that. We know I'm more of a pop girl. But
You're a pop girl.
but we went to see. I don't know if you've seen the movie, Shawn, or if you're interested in seeing the movie. But we went to see Wicked this past weekend.
I want to see it, but I also want to wait for part 2 to come out so I can see it all together.
I think part 2 is not coming out till next year.
Listen, going
I
out,
don't,
going.
I don't get. I hate when movies do that, but
Yeah, they're gonna capitalize on the holiday season. They're not gonna release it like in March.
yeah, I hate but I just hate when movies cut it in half.
Is the second part already done, or do they have to?
What I asked
film
you,
it?
that's the same thoughts I had when
Yeah.
we left. Because first of all, I'm not lying. Like I found out the day we went, that this was a part 1. I did not know that.
I knew that. Andy Cohen
You
said it.
told me. That's when I
Yeah.
found out. I'm like, really? And then
It basically it emulates the
the
musical.
Broadway show. No, but I'm
Broadway,
saying the Broadway show was that long.
The Broadway show, is it on? I don't know if it's on Broadway
I
right
went
now.
to see the Broadway show back in my early 20s. I think I was like not even 21 yet. I seen the Broadway show when I was 20 with, you know, he who should not be named, my first boyfriend ever, took me. So that's when I seen it, and I loved it. I love Wicked because I love Wizard of Oz, and I went to see Wizard of Oz. My grandmother took me at Madison Square Garden when they were there, back when I was 13, to see the live action show. So I love the Wizard of Oz, and I remember having the soundtrack to the Wizard of Oz that my grandmother bought me at the show, and the same thing with Wicked. I love the Wicked Broadway show, so I was excited to go see it, and I'm glad that you went to see it. It was a late. We chose an evening show, which we wasn't. I wasn't that excited because responsibility. But and it was 2 hours and 40 minutes, so that's why I was annoyed. Where it was like, and this shit is a part one.
Yeah,
So it was a great movie. I loved it. I'm surprised I stayed up.
So is Wicked the Broadway show? Is it that long? Is it like 4 hours long?
But there's an
the part one is like 2 hours and change, and then the part I think it's like 2 hours, and then the second
show
part
is like 2 hours. The original, the Broadway.
Can I just say that I went into it, I raw dogged that shit. I've never seen The Wizard of Oz. I don't care.
You haven't seen The Wizard of Oz? Have you even watched The Wiz, the black version?
I've heard. I know. Stephanie knows the
black version.
Listen, I don't have to be an uncultured swine or a freaking dumbass to know what it entails. I know what it's about. I have heard the songs. I've heard the soundtrack. I know Stephanie Mills was one of the actresses on Broadway when it came out years ago. I didn't know she dated Michael Jackson, by the way. Anyway, so I know what it entails. I just never like literally sat down and watched it. I think I've like seen it in passing on TV, but I've never like hunkered down and watched it. I will eventually.
At least watch The Wiz. I think The Wiz is better than The Wiz.
I'm gonna see The Wiz because my boss wants to come to New York and watch The Wiz in February.
Really quick, I've never seen The Wiz either.
You haven't seen The Wiz?
I know one of my coworkers was like, no. I remember as a kid trying to see it, but I just never stayed. Like it never. I just didn't finish it. I didn't watch it. I didn't really comprehend it. So technically, I don't remember nothing of it. I know Michael Jackson and Diana Ross are in it.
I really do think it's better than the
and some people say that. Some people do say that. I've heard some people say that. So I'm open. I will see The Wiz. It pops up on my smart TV thing to see it.
Where?
And it's free on YouTube. Because I pay for YouTube.
It's okay. I have your login credentials.
Oh yeah, so it's free on YouTube. It's free on YouTube, and obviously I don't have commercials, so it, you can run through it. So because I seen it pop up, you can watch on YouTube, but anyone.
I did like the movie, and I understand the premise of it. I do like that the wizard. Can I say who it is, or is that giving away the movie?
Don't give it away.
Wait,
who the actor?
Wicked has the wizard.
Advertisements.
It's for Wicked when we went to go see it on Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah.
The actor, the wizard is Jeff Goldblum. I love Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah,
I think he's such a dilf. Like
that movie, The Fly.
Yeah, he was in Jurassic Park.
And Jurassic Park. Well,
yeah. I'm gonna watch his new show on Netflix. He's Zeus, and it's like in the modern age, and they're deciding to like whether they want to like destroy the world, the gods, and he's like, it's supposed to be good.
I love a Roman Empire.
No, but it's like modern age right now, and they're like the Mount Olympus looks like a mansion. They got like pools and everything.
What's going on with Netflix? Everything is going to Netflix. Did you hear that the WWE is going to Netflix now?
Yeah.
On January.
Mm-hmm. The Super Bowl is going to be on Netflix.
The Super Bowl is going to be on Netflix.
Yeah, I
heard
it
had a monstrosity of like the Jake.
I know. I heard the
Jake or Logan. With Mike Tyson, wasn't it like? Yeah, Mike Tyson. I didn't watch that, but wasn't it like rebuffering and like people couldn't?
Yeah, it was hard to see.
whack.
But it might be better this time because only America really wants to watch the Super Bowl, unlike that boxing match where the whole world wanted to see it.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Well, I don't know if you watched this show, Shawn, but I wanted your thoughts because I know you watch it. I've never seen an episode in my life either. Even with the whole scandal of it all, and I can't stand that word. But what are your thoughts about Vanderpump Rules? Basically being it's not canceled, but recasted, all new, basically a reboot, all new cast.
With the same storyline?
I'm mad that you're asking Shawn and not me.
Whoa, you! That's who I'm talking. I'm talking.
No, okay. I thought you were asking Shawn. I'm like, excuse them. I beg your fucking
I'm
pardon.
talking to you. I first said, Shawn, I don't know if you ever watched it, but then I said I never. But I went to
So
you.
how do I feel about it? I think it's about time. The freaking cast is pushing 40. The premise of the show is like these 22-year-old, 20-year-olds that were trying to make it in Hollywood, busing jobs, to having waitressing jobs and being extras because they wanted to be actors in Hollywood. These guys have already been in so many seasons. I think, what, 13, 12 seasons? I don't know.
Oh, the past one was the 11th season. This is
Right. So they've been around for a long time. Most of them have gotten married, had kids, like have their own businesses and branched out. It's about time. Let's get fresh new blood. Now, is it going to be it's going to be a little bit more authentic because Vanderpump Rules was based on people that worked for Lisa Vanderpump. None of those people work for Lisa Vanderpump anymore. So now they should bring in anyone that works in the restaurants.
Yeah.
So I'm happy for it.
They ain't got a job. Well, no, because they want the young.
So it's just they're just doing it's the same show but with new.
It's the same premise but different people now, and now hopefully it's gonna be people that actually work in the restaurants that she owns, because she owns a few restaurants in Los Angeles and in Las Vegas, and one in like I don't know if it's in Utah, but somewhere there.
Oh.
And but yeah, I'm excited for it. I will say when we went to LA and we went to Sir, one of her restaurants, I felt it was cute. The experience, the ambiance was cute, but was it worth it? Like food wise, no.
That's what I hear from a lot of people.
Was it worth it going? Was the money worth it?
I feel like the foodie in me was very underwhelmed by the food. Like they're known for their goat cheese balls. Do you remember how tiny those balls were? Like how fucking
we don't like tiny balls.
We don't like tiny.
But you know that's kind of how not 5-star, but fine dining is. It's like
but Sir is not fine
dining. Listen, I've done fine dining, honey. I know fine dining.
I know fine dining. I work in fine dining.
Like you do too. Yeah, I know fine dining, but it was cute. I'm not gonna shit on the restaurant. It was cute. Again, an experience for like me liking Lisa Vanderpump from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, but you from whatever. It was cute, but then I wanted more. Then the service should have been a little more.
It was giving like Instagram aesthetic. Post that you're here, but no, it wasn't cute.
But all in all, it was an experience, and listen, I always say this, even when I travel, it's the experience. Even when shit goes left, I look at that experience of it all. Like, because I've had some birthdays, I've had some stories when I've traveled, but at the same time, I don't say, oh, this shit was, I still went here.
I will say, to piggyback off of Vanderpump Rules, Schwartz and Sandy's, which was a restaurant that Tom Sandoval and Tom Schwartz created, they're closing their doors in January.
Oh wow! And what did it? It didn't last like a year. Was it?
No, girl, it did not last. I mean, maybe a year, but it didn't last, and it sucks.
I thought they should have just made that into a gay club because they're the only people that wanted to go see them.
That's true. That is true.
We passed a restaurant. We passed a few of the things when we went to LA.
Well, also something about her, the sandwich shop that we passed, and you were looking at their mail. That's still up and running, and it's still doing good. Yeah.
Literally, their mail, like literally, we could have taken it if we wanted to. For real.
I
I'm
DM, I
internet.
DM the girls. I was like, "Hey, girl, come pick up your mail."
But we have some polls on our Inner Circle Instagram. And if you don't follow us on Instagram, you definitely should for the latest news, breaking news, polls, fun memes, and my nuggets that are exclusively on the Inner Circle podcast Instagram. But we put some polls about Thanksgiving, and one of them was like, do y'all prefer turkey, pernil, which is a pork roast, ham, or there was a choice for the big backs, all of the fucking above. Um, what before I go into the numbers, what is your preference, Shawn?
I hate turkey. I'm gonna be honest.
Me too. I hate.
I rather have ham. I like the spiral ham.
You like ham?
Yeah, and then take off a little piece.
Come on,
and
Hampton.
eat it while you walk
Yeah.
around.
What
I
about
don't like.
you? Melody?
I like pernil. I need that
I know
pork
that.
shoulder. I need that pork slank.
Listen, I always cook. People who know the Thanksgiving I've hosted, I always, for the most part, cook a pernil. Like I prefer pernil. I love pernil as well. But I like turkey. I don't like those turkey legs at amusement parks and like those medieval places.
Viking.
Not those things. Not turkey legs like that. But a turkey like those, a bird like that you buy for Thanksgiving. I like it if you cook it right. And I grew up with a mother who knew how to season. So I learned from her, and her turkeys were good. So that's why I like it. I like turkey. And
I only like turkey in my sandwiches.
I could put my foot into a turkey. Like I could.
No, it's not my favorite. It's
I
not
don't know.
my,
I've never liked it, and I constantly hear the
yeah.
the turkey sound.
Nah, but the thing is, I'm sure you had that dry ass turkey.
No, I've had good turkey. My mom cooks really good turkey, but I just don't have a preference for it. I prefer something about the cuerito, the freaking crispiness of the pork. The fact that I only eat it during Thanksgiving, it's not some. I can eat turkey any fucking day.
Yeah, I've had good turkey. Turkey seasoned right, filled with stuffing, baked in that bag so it keeps the moisture in it. And I had the deep fried turkey. I've tried that too. And of course, I like white people, so I've had their white
turkey is so
turkey.
mainstream.
But it's not. It's just not. I just never really liked turkey.
Also, people are so. I don't want to make it a culture thing, but like in our culture, pernil is like top up there when it comes to like Thanksgiving and eating Christmas dinner. I feel like you will see people roasting their turkey or like frying their turkey with no seasoning, bland as fuck, and they're like putting it on social media, like, yeah, look at my turkey. No, that is so. No, it's too mainstream for me.
If I have to have turkey,
my last name is not Columbus.
If I have to have turkey, it has to be like the breast with some of that skin.
Yeah. I love this.
And it has to have some gravy.
But listen, 22% said turkey, 44% said pernil, a pork roast, and 33% voted all of the fucking above. I'm a big back.
Wait, so who won?
Pernil, 44%. Now, then we had another poll. Do y'all even do Black Fridays anymore? Because obviously, Thanksgiving has always, since I was a little kid, well, a kid in America, anyways, Black Friday has been a thing. I say a kid in America because in Puerto Rico, I don't remember that being a thing. So, do y'all even do Black Friday deals anymore? Yes, it still exists at 17%, or now there's deals all November. 83 was 83%.
I bought a bunch of stuff. Lately that, I mean, you will literally get the same deal during Black Friday. And now Black Friday has this thing where 50% off, additional 10% off. Like, that's whack. That's not what it used to be. Back in the day, it used to be more so like 50% off. First 100 customers get a $50 gift card towards their purchase or some shit like that. Now it's not like that. So I'm not going to go out of my way to be out and about on Black Friday.
No,
especially
but even online deals, like, do you think like
it's Cyber Monday.
Amazon has been doing that like a whole week? I don't believe in
Yeah.
Black Friday no more.
I don't think Black Friday matters online because usually
Mhm.
it's Cyber Monday.
Yeah.
So
Um. Listen, I hated Black Friday. You know, I hate Black Friday because, and we're gonna talk about something that ties into this, something that maybe you hate because you know. But I hate Black Fridays because I used to work retail.
I don't hate Black Fridays because of that. I
I
appreciate it and I have more empathy for people that work in retail.
it would I do from younger to like then be management and the pressure and
Open
like
close.
and not being able to and the messes like the times and getting out like
So late.
late and then
Doing
when they
overtime just to fucking get like $100 more to your
yeah,
paycheck and get
when
taxed
they
nasty.
that and when they started doing the whole now opening at midnight.
I remember. Do you
Remember
what?
when that started? Not necessarily for us, like at Forever 21, but in general. I remember this as a manager for Aldo, for the shoe
I
store.
don't think anyone had it as bad as I did in Victoria's Secret. Victoria's Secret was bad. Like there are two times working there in my life that I was like, "Oh my god, what is my life?" Black Friday and the semi-annual sale.
Well, listen, I don't believe I've never believed in Black Fridays, and I think for the most part it's obsolete at this point. I feel with
Yeah.
the online and people already
Also,
doing
people are
Did,
more woke.
did more Cyber Monday too. I'd rather do Cyber Monday.
Yeah.
I think that's
Yeah.
obsolete as well.
You think that's
Really
obsolete?
as well.
I think more people rather do online shopping than going into the stores.
Well, there was
Same.
another poll too. There was another poll. Yeah, I mean, we're in the cyber. At this point, we're really in this internet cyber world. So people are do more online shopping. I feel nowadays. Do y'all rather cook or chill, lay back, and eat? That was a poll, and it was split. It was 50-50.
I rather chill and lay back, but I rather clean after. I am a considerate person. I'm not gonna be like this person cooked their ass off, so bye skedaddle. No, I'll help out cleaning. I'll entertain, be the hostess with the mostest.
Yeah,
That's a lot.
I clean as I go.
I rather cook so I can sit back and not have to clean.
I don't like the
I like
cooking
to
part.
cook.
I love cooking, but I hate the pressure that comes with like the holidays because you can cook all fucking great 362 days of the year. And then the three holidays, Christmas, Thanksgiving, and I guess New Year's, I guess, are the days that you want to do the best dinner and they probably don't come out right. So
Nah, you gotta.
I ain't afraid.
pessimistic.
I ain't afraid. I just do it. I know I'm a good cook, so I'll just be like,
Same, yeah.
yeah.
I like, and that's why because I like to like, and I was thinking about this actually. I was thinking about this, reflecting on this. Like, I guess my excitement going into Thanksgiving this year is like, and in general with my coquito sales, that too, and that was a thought. Shout out to the people like that have ordered coquito that have like I gotta say that like because I'm very thankful with so far the response and it's just like I like it just with my cooking. I guess I like to please people and see people and see people happy for my product. Like expect food when I cook or something like coquito, you know what I'm saying? So and to see people enjoy it is like I don't know. It like it's a happiness for me. It really it's like it makes me feel good. So I like to cook. I like to cook for sure. Um, but what other what about you got? Well, you say you don't like to cook, and Shawn, you
I
like.
mean, I do like to cook, but I
Mhm.
just don't like the pressure of having to cook on the holidays because it's too much. But I do have a fun game if you want to start. It's ever or never.
Ever or never. Very never have I ever, but I like the twist.
Yeah,
Let's
let's find out if you have ever or never done these interesting Thanksgiving activities.
let's do it.
Have you ever or never hosted a Thanksgiving dinner at your house?
Yes, I have.
I have not yet. Not in this apartment. In my old apartment, I have. Um, have you ever or never eaten more than you should on Thanksgiving? Of course.
Yeah.
No, no.
Have you ever or never given a speech or a toast on Thanksgiving dinner? I haven't. I would like to do that.
Yes, we did the toast. Yes. We did the toast. Here's to the here's to the
Oh,
man
we
who love us. I
we've
remember
done
that
that.
one.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll afford. Okay, have you ever or never eaten dessert before the main Thanksgiving meal? I have. If
No.
I see a
Yeah.
pecan pie, I am tearing that shit up.
Well, we don't. Well,
No.
my family, we don't have like a set time for that. You eat when you eat when it's it. Is the food's open, you just eat.
I know
So
growing up,
it's
my
no
my
like.
mom would wake up at like 5 in the morning and cook everything. Everything was pre-seasoned the night before, and
Mhm.
like everything would be ready by like 12, 1 o'clock. So we would be eating lunch and dinner.
Yeah, that's kind of my goal. Like, listen,
Yes,
I'm a busy
I hate eating
motherfucker.
late on Thanksgiving. Like we're
I'm a,
not waiting till
that's my goal. Like tonight after this show, because a king's job is never done.
a woman's job is never done.
I'm prep the potato salad and do the potato salad because obviously that's put in the fridge. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
prep that for tonight. I'm prepping that tonight after the show. So it's like my goal is to like for the most part the food to be done almost everything by like noon, like one,
Yeah.
2, that time. That's my goal. I'm waking up basically at the time I wake up for work. So although I'm looking forward to Thanksgiving, I'm like, my
I'm
true
yeah,
break is not
thinking
gonna
about it, I'm
start
exhausted.
until after tomorrow. My true
Mhm.
break starts after tomorrow. But even that, then I have to be
I
hosting
work.
because my brothers are here, so I'm gonna host them, and
That's why I didn't make it. That's why I didn't make a cheesecake because I won't. I'm gonna have to like after all these Thanksgivings and Christmases. I realize that I have to cut it myself, put it in separate packages, and make sure I have twice as much as I should because people be mad at me. Oh, I didn't get one. Oh, she got two. So I'm gonna. It
you know
starts
what's
fights.
you know what's my worry, low key, that and I told you this earlier that some of the dishes it may not be enough. Like I'm like,
Yeah, that's a big yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean, we'll see. We'll see. It's gonna be a good time. I enjoy cooking, but
Are there some dishes where you hope they don't eat a lot of it so you have some left over for yourself?
that I hope.
Yeah, that you have like just some left over for yourself.
I honestly I don't really care about having leftovers. If
No.
there is, there is, and I mean my brothers are gonna be here till Saturday, so I'm sure they'll have some of that if anything. But I don't. I don't know. I don't really care about
Because there'd be like the day or two after Thanksgiving, you want to be a big back and just eat all your leftovers.
I mean, if there's leftovers, sure, great. I'm sure I'll most likely have some for sure. But now let's get into. I want to play another game, but now I want to put ya head to head with each other in a good game of. And we haven't played this in a while, and I've been waiting to have someone join
Oh
to put
Lord.
Melanie to the test.
Nobody
Um,
puts me to the test. I'm the test. Yes. In the words
woo!
of Nicki Minaj.
Gonna win. Let's go.
I'm
In the
blessed.
game of, come on, videos.
Uh,
So I am putting you guys to the test with a good old game of our one of our favorites here, lyrically correct. Um, initially this game, Shawn. So I hold on to your meanties because initially Melanie was loved this game, and this game is inspired by me and Melanie's love for this. So I don't know. This is gonna be a tough one for
Mm.
you, but let's do it. Here we go. Come on, cards. Who? Nope. I recognize this. Thank you, God, for my good memory. Where? What did Joe want to know?
I wanna know what turns you on,
Oh.
Point for Melanie.
so I could be all that and more. Okay.
Um, point for Melanie. What? On another note, I never liked that song. I never really
I
got it.
love that song. He sang that song to Brittany, by the way.
My mom used to like play some of his
I
songs.
love Joe.
Eh.
And he still sounds and looks the same. God bless that man.
What
He
did
look-
B? This one's easy. I think we've done this one. I don't know, maybe because I love this song. But what did
Come on
BB?
with it.
Whoever says it first, remember you got to shout it out. What did BBD say to never trust?
A
A.
big butt and a smile.
Yes.
Belle Biv DeVoe.
Of course, brother. Let's go.
Yes.
R&B queen, honey. But let me not get ahead of myself because I might lose. Continue.
What was 3-6? What was 3-6 Mafia sipping on?
Sipping on some
Sugar.
syrup.
Oh.
We both get that point.
I
Because I
get it
sing the
third.
whole lyric.
We all both get a point. So 3 for Melanie, 1 for Shawn. Let's go. What does Nelly's friend have in the basement?
Oh.
4 5. Wait, what? There's some hot in her.
Yeah.
I got a 4. Fuck. I don't know. Go ahead, Shawn. Do you, boo?
Ah.
I got a 4 5 in the basement.
No.
Why am I thinking about a gun?
Yeah, it's not a gun. It's
Can you give us a hint? Can I call somebody? Can I like? Is this like the
A
weakest one?
pole.
Oh, I got a pole in the basement.
eh,
Nah, I don't like
Okay.
these
Ooh.
corny boo
This
tomatoes.
is my faith. Remember, I'm pulling these cards randomly. What does Snoop and Pharrell want their girl to know?
You're my favorite girl.
Melanie.
Beautiful. I know that song because I got it.
I like that song,
Let me shut
actually.
up. Let me shut up.
This would be on TRL. If Nas and Lauryn Hill ruled the world, what would they rule? What would they do? Sorry.
I free
I
all.
roll my guns. I love 'em, baby.
Black diamonds and pearls.
Okay.
I feel like a DJ Cassidy episode.
What is the feeling that Cisco just can't turn loose?
I got this
What is the feeling that Cisco just
Oh.
can't turn loose?
Um,
I would. If
Somebody sleeping on in his bed. I got this feeling and I just can't turn it loose. That someone's sitting next to you, someone's sleeping next to
No, you already guessed, so that's wrong for you, Shawn. You want to take a guess?
Oh, I didn't know I had opportunities.
You shouted out an answer.
No, I don't know.
I can't turn it loose.
That somebody been getting next to you.
I said that.
No, you didn't.
Run the tape back. I literally said that.
Oh.
You did not.
I said sleeping next to you. Tomato.
No. But we will run the tape backs as a real baby. Who
I'm
was
running
right?
back.
But you're ahead. You're like
Yeah, you ahead anyway.
You gotta be counting.
5 versus 1.
I got 2.
2.
Well, we tied one.
No, that was your 1 point.
Oh,
What did
okay.
What did Adina Howard say she got on?
I don't like that song and I don't like her. Is that Freak Like Me? It's from Freak Like Me, right?
No,
I don't
Adina
know.
Howard.
Adina Howard's the one that sings that song Freak Like Me. That song's so corny. Reminds me of a dumbass ex.
What did she get on?
On the D?
On the DM. Definitely.
Her t-shirt and her panties.
Oh!
T-shirt on
T-shirt and a
Three more.
panties.
Whatever. She sang both of those
Oh,
songs.
Yeah.
3 more. Shawn,
Okay.
at this point,
Yeah, I know. I lost.
Keep going. I'm loving this.
at this point, but let's try just some goals to get up there. When did Genuine realize his whole life has changed?
When you came in. Wait, I knew my whole life has
The first
changed.
word
Since
was
you
wrong.
came
You came
in.
in. And
I
you
No,
knew back
came in.
then you
You
were
were
that
all right, you
special
got.
one.
I guess I'll give it
You
to you, but
credit.
it's since you came in. But I'll give it to you. Quick golf clap.
But
6 for Melanie.
okay.
Ooh, I like this girl. I like this song. Brooke Valentine warned you that it was about to be a what?
Girl
A,
fight.
yeah.
We about to throw them bows. I used to funny story. I used to listen to that song before going to the club.
How were you going to the club when that song came out?
That song came out when
Or
I was
in general, maybe you listened to it years later when you were going to the
that
club.
song came out when I was in college.
There's about to be a girl fight?
Yes.
No way. I just
I'll tell
graduated.
you right now.
She's
I
old.
graduated high school when that song came out.
Is she old?
Were you in high school or what? Oh, well, remember there was Naples had teen nights. Girl fight. You could go with the next song.
I'm waiting for the year.
I know she
Oh,
ate. She ate.
2005. I
You
was in
tried.
I was in high school.
You
I
were
was a
aging
sophomore.
yourself. I was like, damn, she making herself sound real old.
Not college, my bad. Not college. I was a sophomore.
Because I was like, I think I was still in high school.
Yeah, I'm like, I was 18
I don't know.
years
You know what? I Joe both. What can I say? I went straight to college.
last one. In Baby, Ashanti said his kisses make her lips quiver, and when he touches her, what happens?
I can't stand Ashanti. She's
I
so
used
corny.
to not can't stand her, but I'm happy for her now. I could've
Whatever.
said-
She's mad corny.
Shake.
Yeah, she was corny and annoying to me.
She's the one. You're the light to my cigarette. Watch me smoke. Like
No, but before,
her lyrics are
before
always
we
so
get on
corny.
Ashanti, what, anyone has the thing? Sean, you got some time to think.
I can't stand that song. You should be googling that shit right now, Shawn.
Yeah, I don't even have my phone. I don't even know where it is.
Listen, good try, Sean. Her whole body shivers.
Oh, I said shake.
Shake.
That don't count.
Listen, you know we could.
Shake,
Yeah,
sugar.
tape.
Huh? I did say shake.
Lisa, run the
I
tape.
think
I
we
did
need
say
another
shake.
version of lyrically correct. We need to do like the Latin version.
I like.
A different genre.
Ooh.
I'm better at like the snippets of song. When you play the snippet of song, and I can finish that.
But we
I
can
could do
do
that
that
too.
with Sean because he would definitely lose. He would have to be asking the questions.
Baggy.
When it comes to music, I'm like
Yeah,
really good. Not to
too.
toot my own horn.
Me too.
Yeah.
Hey,
I used to always try to call the TRO to do those still videos, like the little when they would put what video is this, and it was just like a little screen. I would like, and I'm a
Visually, you're like that. Me, I'm more like inclined to hearing. I could hear a song that someone is like playing the instrumental or like, the jazz version or something, and I already know what the song is.
or the lyric. Like when TRO will be like, "What lyric is this?" Like I'm going.
Yeah.
With that
yeah.
I'm good.
Don't get it twisted. We almost competed, me and Charlie,
Yeah.
overseas.
There was a last poll that we didn't discuss, and since we're doing our Friendsgiving episode, one of the polls was, when do you guys host on Friendsgiving? And what do you think? What do you guys prefer before? Do you guys
Before.
prefer? Like,
It should be before. I think a couple days before, so that way you give yourself a break and space for actual Thanksgiving. Or go to your friend's Thanksgiving. Like, I don't know. I think
I
before.
see a lot of people do it like a week before.
Or a couple days too.
listen, some people, I've seen some people do it like literally. I swear to G's, I seen someone do it literally November 1st.
That's ridiculous.
They had a Friendsgiving.
I think it all depends on like if you can get all your friends or like when all your friends can be around at the same time. I think that's when I think if you talking to all your friends and you're like, oh, when are you going to be in town? When are you going to be until we can have it at this time? I think that's how usually.
I think it's normal to do it before. Because like
Yeah.
actual Thanksgiving, I feel should, if you have your family around or some source of family, whatever, should be with some type of family, or friends.
I don't think you should
But
always do it with family. Not
if
everyone has family.
exactly, if, if, and that's the thing. There are gonna be. I know on Thanksgiving, there's Thanksgivings where it's Friendsgiving or friends go to other people's families because there are those situations. But in general, since Friendsgiving has become a thing, I
Mhm.
think for the most part to be respectful for the people that may want to be with family and stuff, I think Friendsgiving should be before.
Yeah.
And then because to me, honestly, it doesn't make sense to do it after. Especially if you do Thanksgiving with your family and you cooking, or you have to worry about contributing to that, and then have to worry about contributing to a Friendsgiving after Thanksgiving. No. Mm. What do you guys think about a Friendsgiving after Thanksgiving? Would y'all are y'all into that? I
No,
don't.
I'd be too lazy.
Yeah, I'm over it at that point.
I think everything should be in preparation to Thanksgiving. So everything, all the part, if you partake in any festivities, whether it's Friendsgiving, whether it's a coworker potluck at work or a company thing, like we would have my previous job, we had company dinners and it would lead up to Thanksgiving. It shouldn't be after Thanksgiving because after Thanksgiving, you're already like turned off, you're already ready and gearing up for Christmas. You're not thinking
Yeah,
about
yeah. Honestly, after anything after Thanksgiving is Christmas. You put Christmas in front of it. It's not
yeah. So
Thanksgiving anymore.
next
It's a
question.
Christmas party
When should you put up your tree?
after Thanksgiving.
No, I have my tree up for like
Listen,
2 weeks now.
this year I did not put it up as early as the previous years, especially last year. Last year I had it up the second weekend of November. Um, but this year I just put it up this past weekend. So before Thanksgiving, I think before Thanksgiving, because Thanksgiving again segues into Christmas. It basically kicks off the holidays. So it's like, I don't know. I think it's visually, aesthetic wise, and just like to make it feel like, wow, Thanksgiving, and this is what's coming up next, Christmas. I think it's
I'm used to just
before
having.
Thanksgiving.
I'm used to having Pacific Thanksgiving decorations for
Still
Thanksgiving, and
have
then we
that.
took down the Thanksgiving decorations and we put up the Christmas decorations.
I just also like, I really do love the tranquility of like a Christmas tree and something you put up and decorate and stuff, and just that puts you in that holiday spirit. So the longer I could have my Christmas tree, because I also don't want to put up work on like putting something up, setting something up, and also then having to take it down and put it away and just experience it for like 3 weeks. It's short. No, I'm gonna I'm gonna put it up and want to experience it for as much as I can.
I put up my trees early because I'm not gonna be here for Christmas. But Shawn, you would love
Drink
this.
to that.
Yeah, you would love this, Shawn. I got a set of bottle brushed pink Christmas trees. Do you know what bottle brushed is? It's hard to explain because it's basically like it looks like a tree, but then it also looks like a huge ornament. Let me see if I got
Hmm.
a picture. But I like it because I've always liked pink trees. I used to have the Barbie Christmas tree when I was younger, but this year I wanted to do something minimalistic, but also very cutesy, demure, mindful, like me. I can't find a picture right now. Oh, actually, I have a video, but I'll show you after.
Yeah, so earlier we were talking. I mentioned how working retail has like I look at Black Friday, I was like, "Argh," like
Yeah.
I don't want to think. Which ties into has there ever been a moment or an item or something like an ex ruined for you?
Mm,
It could be a moment. It could be an item. It could be.
yeah. There's a specific cologne that I cannot, and I have it, which sucks, but I can't smell it and I can't wear it because it reminds me of someone that I don't, that I'm just like, ugh, like I don't, why? And it's the Baccarat Rouge 540 perfume, which is like,
If that person's watching and they wore it, know this is about.
I don't care. It's my prerogative. No, but that perfume is like gender neutral. Like men wear it and women wear it too. More on the women's side. So that's why I was kind of confused. Like, why is he wearing that? But it's so strong and it's so like you could tell, like anyone can smell it and know it's just like Chanel number 5. Those are two colognes that you can smell and you already know what they are. And
And
flower
Chanel
bomb.
Blue.
Yeah, yeah. But that like that fucked it up for me. I can't. Ugh, like that's whack. It sucks. I have a whole ass bottle and I can't rock it.
Listen, no hate because there is not hate. And for once, I'm not trying to be like shady, but it's the truth. Um,
I don't hate the person. I just hate the perfume.
for me, I'm really thinking because I thought of this already. But I want to make sure. For me, momentarily is salmon. I used to
Salmon,
like salmon.
salmon,
Salmon.
salmon is Spanish. Salmon is English. The L is silent.
But right now, I'm in my
Not a food group.
because I used to eat it. I mean, it's healthy, and obviously, at one point, I had it, like I ate it and stuff because and cooked it and bought it because again, the protein and it's healthy and stuff. But I cooked it so much for an ex, like because they loved it. And again, it's no shade, but like now, like recently, I had a full a work event, and they had salmon, and
Was it blackened salmon?
it was good. It was nice, buddy. It was marinated and everything. But I just even listen. I can admit this. Even while still together, I would cook him some salmon and me cook myself another meat because it came to a point where I'm like,
Oh my god!
like,
Come on, a woman's job is never done.
what about you, Shawn?
I don't. It's no. I. It's horrible to say, but I don't think I've had toxic relationships like used to have had.
Oh, bitch, bye. It wasn't a toxic relationship.
Maybe not toxic, is maybe toxic is the wrong word, but I've never had like
Lies you tell.
Lies and alibis. Liza Minnelli. Lies.
Yeah, because
what?
I've been around.
Ooh.
You were from Texas.
Yeah,
Fish,
the breakups were.
No,
yeah, I mean, like,
I've been around.
you know.
You and some exes.
Mm.
And some of the behaviors, especially from them being exhibited, is toxic. And
I mean, toxic.
Episode is gonna get real.
I mean, toxic as like, there's a place I don't like to go, or a food I don't like to eat, or a smell I don't like,
Or a song you don't like to hear that they played a lot.
Oh yes,
No.
yeah. What song?
No.
Oh, somebody fucked up a Bruno Mars song for
Doesn't
me.
mean you hate them or that the relationship was toxic. My disclaimer, if you heard, is no shade. I don't have hate for this person or whatever. It's just something like.
No,
they hurt a lot, and that like it's like, oh, they ruined it for you. A movie, whatever.
No.
Okay.
No.
You know what's crazy? The person that I was referring to, I don't even have beef with them. I like. I can't. Let me shut up.
I've never had nothing ruined. I've never had nothing ruined before. I've never had nothing ruined.
Oh,
because of a relationship.
Not that one. Anyways.
Yeah, I've never had nothing ruined because of a relationship.
Or, it wasn't even over.
Or because of a person.
No. With me, an ex ruined a song for me. I can say one that like I laugh at this, and I'm not gonna say his name, even though like he knows who he is. I can't. The Avengers, the whole situation with the Avengers, I can't get into it because I had such a bad experience watching the first movie, falling asleep. Well, not air quotes because I actually did falling asleep in the movie theater. I got broken up with because I fell asleep during the movie.
Oh
And
wait,
Oh
oh, I thought
wow.
I knew who it was. No,
you know who it is,
no,
Wow.
I initially
but
I thought mine always
it was
goes
fine.
to
After
the.
that, I'm like, oh, I'm so scared to watch a Avengers movie because God forbid I fall asleep because I'm so tired from working a hella long shift. But as far as like hating materialistic things or something, like a remembrance of something that brings you back to a point with someone, I don't think it's a big deal. But if it's a certain food that you know someone really liked, you look at that different. Certain cologne, I'm gonna be like, ew, I don't even want to spray you. Song, yeah, there's a couple of songs I can't hear because I'm like, oh, you ruined this for me.
I'm sure some people feel that way about me because, especially me,
Ah.
when I just when
I
I
know
go.
people that don't like Britney Spears because of me.
Oh, I've had girlfriends
There's-
in school when I dated girls that like turned to hate Britney Spears because of my obsession with like Britney. It's like, but now I look back and now I look back and I'm like, dumb bitch, like common sense. I mean, we were young. I was a teenager, 13,
Young, dumb, and full of shit.
14. But it's like dumb bitch, like hello, common sense. This screams gay, not
I
like.
didn't love her. I wanted to be her. Oh,
That's funny, exactly.
Ron,
I'm like,
I know you'll come up with something. Watch.
I, you know what? The only thing I could possibly think of is
Hmm.
maybe Halloween, but I always felt like I didn't like Halloween. But now that I think about it, Frank, Kiki, he broke up with me on Halloween.
Oh, that sucks.
that's what I
I
mean. Like something that
But I'm like,
maybe that you don't hate, but like that now it's like a little like because a situation. There you
Well,
go.
also now to follow up with that, there have been
You
things
brought it
like,
out of you.
for example, for me now, I love Halloween because I can now celebrate it. Whereas I used to date someone that hated Halloween, didn't want to dress up, was fucking boring when it came to Halloween, and like made such a big deal about it. Let me dress up if you're gonna feel some type of way about it. But
It's just
yeah,
this is Friendsgiving and the holidays are
mhm.
positive, and you found a positive. I'm gonna find a positive too. And I actually thought about a positive. I was with an ex that like was so picky about his eating, like, and I again my way of like giving and like my thing is like feeding people and them enjoy my food. But it was and I knew that was a that was a toxic one. But even listen, after the year
oh,
healing, but Melanie knows I forgave that person because I had a real housewives moment where I had
you can, I won't.
that person and moved on, forgive because listen, you gotta forgive. Like like things are toxic, but you gotta forgive. Um, what a year. Um,
What a
but
year.
yeah, I knew I wasn't gonna be with this person. He's a Virgo, Shawn. Um, because they were so like picky about what they could eat and they don't eat and this and that.
I'm
But
picky.
then,
I like chicken nuggets and French
but
fries.
then I found someone who loved and well, I'm no longer with them, but on the flip side and a positive side to celebrate the positive side. But then I found someone who loved and praised my food. And, and,
Mm.
and, and everywhere we went, like, oh my God, he's an amazing cook. He's an amazing cook. And like, we gloated. And everything I did, he ate it up. So look at
All right,
this.
so can I give a positive about the cologne guy?
No, you said a positive. You just said a positive
It
about
wasn't a positive about him.
something.
Bomb. That's all I'm gonna say. Anyway. Hmm.
He said, I don't got no
I need to
positive.
stop. I'm gonna get in trouble. I need to
Oh,
stop.
positive is about Frank. Oh, I love that he's pursuing his
This
dreams.
bitch is
His
saying
dreams.
names. You don't gotta say names, Sean.
Oh, I don't give a fuck.
Alleged.
He's pursuing his dream.
Bob.
He's a wrestler. I know he always wanted to be a wrestler. That's how he first, because he was straight and we would be wrestling
Oh,
in
oh,
his basement.
Melanie,
Watching
All right now.
WWE.
All right now.
That's it. Oh my god! Listen, what a Friendsgiving has been. What's one thing tomorrow, Shawn, at your gathering? One dish you're looking forward to having.
Mm,
My own food.
I can't. Gumbo.
Yeah.
Basically. What about you, Melanie? What's one dish you're looking
I can't wait. This is basic as fuck. I'm sorry, but pernil obviously and stuffing. I can eat stuffing by itself out the box with some cornbread, with like the butter and the honey. Perfection. And my mac and cheese. Hello. Goodbye.
Oh yeah, my mom make
Well,
mac and
hopefully
cheese. I
that
want
dish
to
she's
hear that.
worried about doesn't come out
I'm
right.
not worried about the mac and cheese. It's all in my tactic. I know what I'm
I'll be
doing.
there to supervise and assist.
All right, Ratatouille.
um, one dish I'm looking forward to tomorrow.
Your chicken bruschetta.
No, absolutely not. My pernil.
Your pernil. Your candy yams.
No,
Your
my
col-
pernil.
Are you making collard
I'm doing a
greens?
lot. I'm doing a few things. I'm doing a few
Are you
things.
making collard greens?
Yes, I'm getting collard
Oh,
greens.
My mom was like, "Why is Charlie making that? That doesn't seem like what he
collard
eats." I'm like,
greens?
he
I never said
loves
I was
collard
making
greens.
collard greens. Who said
I
that?
know, but you've made it before.
I've never made collard greens in my life.
You never made collard greens?
Ever in my life. Ever.
Are you sure? I ate collard
All
greens
my
the
mom
first
is
time.
raised, I've never eaten collard greens. I eat collard greens, order collard greens. I never
Oh,
eat
it's
collard
not
greens.
that. You know what? I'm
I do
confusing it with
spinach. I
something
do
else.
spinach.
Your green bean casserole.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
giving white
Oh,
man. It's giving.
I've gotten that before.
is it from?
I've gotten that before.
Is,
You're
yeah.
not supposed to tell
Does
me.
that come
Oh,
from? Does that come from your first relationship? Do you
That's
know?
what I was exactly
possibly.
gonna say, but I didn't want to
Bro,
say it.
look
Thank
at
you
you
for
bringing out
saying it.
things too.
Thank you for saying it.
You're right. You're right.
It gives very much that, and it also
Yeah.
tastes very much bland. Not yours, but
No,
I'm saying
exactly, because
not yours, not yours.
even if it's a vanilla thing, I twist it with Charlie's twist.
What were you? What were you eating recently that you said that they were greens?
Collard greens. Listen, listen, I'm gonna talk about it right now. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna admit it because it was.
Please do, because that. Oh,
I'm gonna admit it. I had. This is me getting raw and real on this podcast. This will forever be out there, but listen, it's fine. This is why I do this, and
it's
grow
fine.
next skill.
There's
What
worse.
an endoscopy.
Endoscopy.
Endoscopy. On Friday, November 22nd, 2024. At 11:30 a.m. Well, not exactly, but that's my appointment. And leading into it, again, I'm a positive person and try to be optimistic. As you guys know, if you follow us on our page, like on our Instagram page, my nuggets, I try to stay in the positive. But as we got closer to the date of the appointment, to say I wasn't getting nervous, I was. And then I want to share something else that I didn't think I would share, but I had a dream that night with my mom, and then and it also entailed with my mom used to smoke cigarettes, and growing up also to add to this, just what writing and journaling, and lately I've been so introspective and really into why things, whatever. I used to hate as a kid that my mom smoked cigarettes.
Mhm.
I don't know if my brother Raymond Flex. Me and him as a kid, especially, I remember we would like say little snarky things like, "Why you gotta smoke?" As little kids in Puerto Rico and stuff like, "Oh, that stinks." I remember that. So for me to have a dream, and this is not the first time I've had this dream. I've never shared this either. So this is why Friday morning, as it was, Melanie knows, because this is not the first time I had this dream, but to have it again, especially the day before a procedure where I've never been put under anesthesia in my life, ever. So I was nervous about that. So to have this dream again, I've never shared this, but I've already had this dream before where I smell smoke in my room, like vividly. I'm having a dream, but I'm half awake and I wake up a little bit and I'm like, why does it smoke like cigarettes? My mom. So basically, like you said, and I felt that even, and that's why I was so emotional that morning. Because it was like, wow. But nonetheless, I'm good, but they couldn't go as deep as I like to for them to go. They couldn't go as deep because they seen collard green pieces there that I had on Wednesday, mind you.
This dirty bitch.
Friday.
You were supposed to poop it out.
You didn't take it. You didn't take the diarrhea test.
They didn't give
They
you
didn't
something.
tell me to do that. They didn't say do that. They said they told me don't eat after midnight. Don't drink no. Although the paper and then the call the day before contradicted itself, but I drank no liquids the day before. So I'm like, I didn't eat no liquids, nothing. I'm and the appointment's at 11:30. And you're gonna tell me that my stomach had pieces. I have pictures. I haven't looked at it yet, honestly, because it looks kind of gross. But I glanced on it just waking up out of anesthesia. So I glanced at it and I'm like, oh. And I haven't looked at it since. I have it there. I'm gonna be brave and look at it soon. But yeah,
do it after Thanksgiving. Do it after Thanksgiving.
When I got mine, they made me drink that stuff.
When I got mine, they didn't ask me to do anything. They just asked me to fast. But I saw this. I think I still have the picture in my fridge.
Well, he said he wants to see me in 2 months, the doctor. He does. And the day before he said I'm only gonna be on liquids, which I'm fine. I sometimes I do those like fasting days where I don't really think or whatever.
Shout out to your escort. They kept escort for Charles. I'm like, escort.
The irony.
Chaperone, perhaps. The irony, the gag, the cheek, the goal.
But listen, yeah. So yeah, there we go. I didn't know we were gonna go there, but
it comes with age, honey. Better an endoscopy than a colonoscopy. Colonoscopy is worse, and that's the one that you're doing. You ever done a colonoscopy, Shawn?
Was it a colonoscopy? I had a colonoscopy.
I haven't done that. I'd rather
as gay men, we have to get us done before even straight men, because
yeah.
I've had that.
Do a colonic. Not that.
Well, I've always wanted to do a colonic ever since I seen Usher back in the day on VH special do it. I'm like,
of course he did it. He did it for free with Diddy, allegedly.
Oh, you're evil. You just spreading that Diddy.
Who did it?
Usher.
But did he?
We'll talk offline. But he was the first one to put me on to colonics, and I was like,
me too. I remember that VH1 special. I'm like, ever since then, I'm like, I want that. For real.
I want that. It cleans your colon.
It takes it all out. A bottom's dream.
Call me a bottom, because I be.
No, well, I'm not. No. Let me also I'm not no straight up bottom either.
Power bottom.
But listen, it was what a great fun show. Good having Shawn back on, kicking it with us on Friendsgiving. Melody, excited. We wasn't able to do it together yet, but the day we do it, it's gonna be fun, and I'm sure that our people will enjoy it. But we're gonna bring something back, a segment back that we used to do on the show. And I think it's very fitting that we do this on Friendsgiving and the day before Thanksgiving. The day we're taping the show for the people who maybe catch up later or listen on Spotify, Apple, iHeart, or whatever places you get your podcast at. That we bring back our segment, End It With Gratitude. Something you are just one, yeah, something you're just thankful for. Just and
I'm thankful for my family. Yeah.
Aw.
Melanie.
I'm thankful for the year that I've had. I've I feel like this year I've said yes to things that I would never say yes to before, that I was afraid to say yes to. And also, I am grateful for the place that I am in my life. Your turn.
I'm thankful for being single. And with that being said, let's that's our show. We will see you guys next week. Happy Thanksgiving, happy Friendsgiving. Listen, there's no shade. Single brings a lot of clarity. Single brings empowerment. Single brings new perspective. Single brings growth. It's all perspective of how you want to look at it. We love you guys. Follow, like, subscribe. Thanksgiving.
Thank you for watching. Make sure to follow, like, share, subscribe, everything the Inner Circle podcast, and catch us every Wednesday live at 8 p.m. on YouTube and Facebook.